What up with it, y'all? It's Coffee on the vid. Tapping back in, man, and we got the game going off about this top 50 rappers in LA list. Now, game just went off recently. BET put out a top, I forget the number, how many was on the list, right? Greatest black pro wrestlers of all time. And the game was tripping because Coco Beware wasn't on there. But comment if you're a pro wrestling fan, man, and I put some coverage up on that, man. It got a decent response, you know what I mean? I'll hit you with the link to that and make sure to sub up over there on the pro wrestling channel. But listen, these lists always got everyone, they're controversial. They always got everyone tripping and like when you see them, like right away, I'm looking top best LA rapper. Immediately I'm seeing Blueface at 50 and I'm like, what is this dude doing anywhere near the list? You know what I'm saying? These lists it's like you gotta look who puts these lists out. Like there has to be a hip-hop round table too, you know? But check it out. So before we get to what the game's saying, we got Blueface at 50. Let me know what your thoughts on the list, y'all. And what the game's got to say. Blue, 49, G Perico, OGZ, Crooked Eye, Evidence, Everlast, Absol, Will I Am, Lady of Rage, Coolio, Cam, West Coast Cam, Mac 10, Tash from the Alcoholics. Remember he had that joint with Raekwon? Rap kids get bunny, dress up and get hundreds. We lay all the sixes on it. Which side matter the most? It don't. Left side of the coast, bro. I'm all off beat, but that joint went hard. And it was like rap on the beat. That joint was a banger, man. The Liquid crew, man. Exhibit used to be a part of them too, man. Murs, Dub C, Roscos, Ace, Yalone, Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo, that's the female MC, right? O3, Greedo, J-Rock, Roddy Ricch. Yo, I was just talking to my peoples the other day. What the fuck happened to Roddy Ricch? Did he like fall all the way off? And man, he's at 28 all time LA rappers. That don't seem quite right. Daz Dillinger, Doja Cat, huh? Tyga, like I fuck with. I'm not, when I say I fuck with him, like he got some tracks and I think he can flow. He can come off as a bit bubblegum pop artist and all that. But like I fuck with him, but I don't know that. Definitely, I don't think he deserves to be at 25. Like, or even he's another one that probably shouldn't be on this list, right? Or what? Tap in. Draco, The Ruler, Vince Staples, Earl Sweatshirt at 22, MC Ren, Warren G, Dom Kennedy, Sugar Free, Schoolboy Q, King T. Also love the Alcoholics, right? YG, X to the Z Exhibit, number 14, which X to the Z Exhibit initially hails from Detroit. Then he went out to New Mexico and then the West Coast, right? We got Corrupt, MC8, The Game at 11, RIP to the late great Nipsey Hussle at 10, Eazy-E, Be Real, Ice-T, DJ Quick, Tyler the Creator, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Snoop, and K-Dot at number 1. So that list is kind of all over the place. Like, is there some cats on there that I'm like, yo, what are they even doing on the list? Or I felt like they were kind of high. They also got some artists that people would probably sleep on, like the Liquid Crew artists, among others that I was mentioning. But peep, what the game had to say about this game was not fucking with this at all. He first says, love big homie Ice-T, but he ain't from LA, so might as well put Pac on it. And second, putting Tyler before DJ Quick is nonsense. Tyler hard, but be for real. Third, you know it ain't 11 dudes from the West or LA that weren't ghost written for that can out rap me. Even they know that. Documentary 3 will correct these mistakes for you. So, as always, man, with the game, I always like, because, you know what I'm saying? And not just me, I feel like a lot of cats in the blogs be looking at game crazy over the past few years, and the blogs on the game aren't very positive a lot of the time, you know, from scamming artists to all the bullish that Whack 100 was doing and disrespected Nip, Pac, and Game never speaking up because Whack got, you know, that Rose Mode tape to keep Game quiet like a dirty politician, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like how it is in the elite, right? Oh, you don't sign this bill, we don't get these Congress votes we need or whatever. Yo, we're gonna put this out on you. They got that dirt, and like the game's no different, right? Like that's how Whack 100 operates, y'all. But aside from that, though, like Game's falling off in a sense of doing a lot of sucker-ish, basically, and just outside of hip hop stuff. But rapping, I always fucked with Game. I was a huge fan. I thought Game is nice. He can spit. Let me know what y'all think about it. But he's using this too in a smart way as a jump off point for the documentary 3. Now he's talking about like, this is the motivation I needed to finish the documentary 3, seeing this bullish list. And if y'all don't recall, he was all around Kanye. It was documentary 3 times, just like he was when Drillmatic dropped, and he was like, yo, Ye did more for me in a week than Dr. Dre ever did or ever could, you know. And then I think on Drink Champs, he was like, yo, it was just like, I was just saying that because I was around Ye, or it was some crazy-ish, you know what I mean? Like, Game just, I don't know, he lost all credibility with a lot of the bull-ish he did, but the dude's still nice with the music. But him and Ye fall off recently, so it's like, oh, damn, is the documentary 3 not coming? And that was supposed to have been out, I think, January or February. The whole album got scrapped. I think they dropped that Tina joint, Tina Knowles, where they turned the Game hopping in her DM, sending an emoji. I don't know, you know, into this whole song. And they were trying to make it this big movement. It was Game, Ye, and Jim Jones. And Ye's dissing the Game and Jim Jones. You know what I mean? And he was telling Game, yo, I gave you bitch ass 2 Maybachs or whatever. You broke bum buster bozo. And then Game was dissing him back, and then Ye's like, all right, now I'm not executive producing your project, which, like, I wouldn't want him producing my project if I was in the Game. I wouldn't want the Swats, the Cuz, and all that bullshit affiliated with me. But apparently, like, now I guess he had to restart the project or something. I don't know. Like, we'll see what the concept is, if it's totally different, but peep it. Game says, Game at 11 is nasty work. I'll bust that whole list ass. All the motivation I needed to finish documentary 3. Y'all got the Game fucked up. Then he says, then Big Boy says, ish. I'm not sure what list Game is talking about. However, it's about to go down. Game is a lyricist, in response to, you know, the documentary 3 being ready to go. And then you see here too, Game at 11, he says, Complex smoking that good dope. So what do y'all think about the list? What do you guys think about Game being at 11? What do you think about it all, man? You know, in his Game, you know, just getting in gimmick mode, being the Game, ready to drop documentary 3? Or do you think he really deserves to be at number 11 and he truly believes that? You know what I mean? Tap in, comment, and I'll get with y'all on the next one. Like, I want to see what everyone's got to say. I'm intrigued, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, Game is like falling out in favor with a lot of individuals. Just look at Game like, yo, Game, you're so suspect these days. But I don't know, maybe like if he can drop a fire project. I mean, he did that with Drillmatic, but people still weren't really fucking with him like that. And that stupid ass Black Slim Shady joint was on there. It was like Wild Buns, man. It came off like a obsessed fan letter, like a stan letter to M. It was weird, man. But yeah, that's it. Look forward to hearing everyone's thoughts in the comments. Sub up, and I get with y'all on the next one. Peace.